Hello everyone. Welcome to SDC 2023 and thank you for attending our session, What's New in Foldables. My name is Byung-woo Min. I'm a software engineer in the Samsung Framework team. My team mainly works on Android framework based on One UI. Let's get started. Here are the contents. First, let's talk about the foldable market. I will briefly talk about the current foldable market status first, then explain Samsung's key experiences of foldable devices one by one. As you already know, the foldable market is growing rapidly with massive efforts and investment from various manufacturers. It is expected that shipments will hit over 100 million units by 2027. And Samsung continues to lead this category, which it created with the first Galaxy Fold device. And Samsung's share of the foldable market was 62% in the first half of last year. In 2019, Samsung launched the first generation of Galaxy Fold. After that, we have launched Galaxy Foldable devices every year. This year, we announced our fifth generation of Galaxy Foldables, Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Z Flip 5. One of the most notable features of Galaxy Z Flip 5 is its 3.4-inch flex window. We provide useful widgets and continue to enhance the customization experience for self-expression and uniqueness with the flex window. Also, we are focused on large screen optimization and enhanced productivity, including multitasking with Galaxy Z Fold. In the process of enhancing foldable user experiences, we learned that the best user experience comes from the synergy between the capabilities of the device and apps. Through collaboration with partners, we can provide optimized foldable user experience and these apps. We really appreciate your efforts and we look forward to collaborating with more partners and developers for future enhancement. To help developers understand more about Samsung Foldables, I'd like to introduce three key experiences depending on the folding status. These are flex window, flex mode, and large screen. So let's take a look at each item. The first is flex window that can be experienced in a folded state. You have been trying to enhance productivity with the cover screen of Galaxy Z Flip. With the larger cover screen of Galaxy Z Flip 5, we can express more and do more things. So we call the cover screen flex window. Widgets on the flex window provide simple and useful features and also glanceable information without opening the phone. So we can say that widgets of the flex window are one of the most remarkable features of Galaxy Z Flip 5. Let's learn more about widgets optimized for flex window. Why did we focus on widgets of the flex window? Flex window has a larger screen than previous Flip models, but it still has a limited size that is half the size of the main screen. Since we cannot provide the same usability as the main screen, we'd like to provide unoptimized UI in the flex window through the widget. The optimized UI of the widget will enhance the usability of the flex window and provide useful functions without opening the phone while maintaining One UI consistency. With the support of various partners, this widget in G+5 has been improved. I believe using this widget in the Flex window is a great experience, and it will increase the usability of the apps that provide the widget. Okay, let's talk about how to make a widget for Flex window. I'm pretty sure it's quite simple. It starts with an app widget on Android. Firstly, make the Android app widget in your project by referring to the Android developer site. Based on that, we should add metadata for Flex window in Android manifest and make the Samsung app widget provider into the resource folder in a simple XML format. Next, if we modify some properties of existing app widget provider for Flex window, then you are definitely ready to run your widget on the Flex window. After that, I'll explain how to start the second depth activity by specifying display, and how to start the ongoing notification on the cover screen. Next is all about the code on how to make a widget for Flex window. This is an example of Android manifest in your app project if it has an app widget on Android. First, declare the metadata for Flex window under the name as Samsung define, Samsung Android app widget provider with the resource file. Then, define the Samsung app widget provider, declared in the manifest. It needs to be defined in the XML resource file, using single Samsung app widget provider. And lastly, modify some attributes related with minimum size of widget in app widget provider info to fit the Flex window size, and change the widget category to keyguard. After these processes, the widget is added so that you can activate it as a Flex window in setting. On the widget of the Flex window, you can provide more simple information by executing the second depth activity. Directly visible in the Flex window. When you make the pending intent for launching activity, if we specify the display ID of activity option as the cover screen, you can continue your service on the cover screen. There is another way you can guide the users to fold open to execute the activity by specifying display ID as the main screen. It can perform complex operations on the main screen. In addition, you can make the ongoing notification on the cover screen. If you make the notification with the ongoing value, your ongoing notification will be shown main window of the cover screen. But this feature is supported from One UI 6.0. Lastly, you can apply various background to a widget. If you set the background of a widget transparently, the background is displayed with blur applied. Of course, you can set the specific color to background of a widget and update the color according to dark or light theme. And we operate the booth with small code lab. To practice, kindly visit our booth. Next is the Flex mode that can be experienced in a half-opened state. This is an exclusive feature to foldables, indicating that the device is partially folded. By putting the partially folded device on a flat surface, users can use the device without holding it. In addition, users can use the bottom half of the screen to control or navigate the device. Thanks to active support from partners, we are able to provide a better hands-free experience with the flex mode in video call and meeting experiences. I also use these apps quite often with my Z Fold 5. I believe using these apps without holding the device is a great experience. While in flex mode, as I said, users can use the bottom half of the screen to control device. So, as a device feature, Galaxy Z Fold and Z Flip provide a simple control panel when the device goes into flex mode, in order to help apps that do not support flex mode yet. With the control panel, users can navigate the device and change the volume or brightness. Although we provide a generic control panel for apps, we believe that user experience for flex mode will be maximized when apps are fully optimized for flex mode. We are excited that flex mode experience continues to expand across more partner apps. Still, we are awaiting more apps to fully support the flex mode. You can support flex mode by making your app folder aware. To do that, we recommend using the JPEG Window Manager library, which provides APIs for foldable devices. Through the library, Galaxy Z Fold and Z Flip notify apps whether they are in half-opened state or flat state. For flex mode, please consider designing a proper M layout when the device is in a half-opened state. The flex panel has been further enhanced on Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Z Flip 5. If your app supports media playback, simply use a media controller on the flex panel. By implementing the interface of media controller provided by Android, you can easily support media controller on the flex panel for controlling media in your app. Last is the large screen that can be experienced in an unfolded state. Since the introduction of the first Galaxy Fold with its large screen, we have been trying to provide various functions that maximize the multitasking experience on this large screen. Let me explain the three main features that complete the multitasking experience with Galaxy Z Fold. Let's talk about the taskbar, which is the most important feature to increase your productivity on large screen devices. This feature was newly introduced here last year, and it is now considered a very familiar and useful feature for Galaxy Z Fold and tablet users. As you know, the taskbar can be found at the bottom of the screen while using an app. It helps switch apps and start multitasking. A lot of users find this function quite useful. Personally, I often make use of the recently used apps feature in the taskbar. Starting with One UI 5.1.1, you can see up to 4 recently used apps displayed in the taskbar. Here are some tips to optimize your app with taskbar. First, when designing your app layout, we recommend you refer to the system by inset from Window Inset Compare API instead of the framework resource for navigation bar height. And you may also need to consider the dynamic changes in system by inset. In gesture navigation mode, taskbar can be hidden and shown dynamically by long pressing the taskbar area. For this, we recommend you to dynamically handle changes of inset value with ViewCompat API. Another main feature for multitasking is the multi-window. We have provided this feature for years. And now, it has become super important for foldable devices because it can maximize the advantages of foldables. Drag and drop between apps is one of the most useful experiences in multi-window. We can improve users' productivity by supporting this function. For this, we need to enable app's capability to drag content and handle transport data by referring to the guideline of the Android developer site. And recently, we have started to multi-touch for this feature. It means that you can use this function with both hands at the same time. It will further improve the usability of drag and drop. It's not enough to complete the multitasking experiences just with the platform features I have explained. The key to the completion comes from the app support for the multi-window. So we'd like to encourage app developers to consider the behavior of their apps in multi-window. There are several things to consider. The first one is to support various window sizes. Supporting multi-window means that your app will be shown in various window sizes. So you need to check whether your app is flexible enough to properly draw its layout in various window configurations. Secondly, we'd like to ask you to consider multi-region environment. The platform supports multiple apps in resume state at the same time when they are running in multi-window. But the focus can be set only to a single app. So please check whether your app works properly in resume state without focus. Let's talk about large screen optimization with One UI 5.1.1. The Galaxy Z Fold has the capability of providing a tablet-like large screen experiences with the portability of a phone. So Samsung and partners have been trying to deliver users optimized large screen experience on Galaxy Z Fold. Now, we provide apps optimized for Galaxy Z Fold and support features for large screen, such as activity embedding. Popular apps like Instagram, YouTube, and WhatsApp are contributing to the improvement of large screen experiences. We really appreciate your efforts, and we look forward to more apps designing their layouts optimized for large screen. To help apps take advantage of large screen, Galaxy Z Fold support feature named activity embedding. This enables apps to show activities side by side as shown in the slide. Prior to 12L, you had to convert your app activities to multi-pane layout using fragments to show more information on a large screen. And then required significant refactoring for app developers, which is why some apps are not optimized for large screen yet. The activity embedding requires little effort to split app's task window. Based on simple XML configuration or JPEG Window Manager API calls from apps, the platform automatically shows your activities side by side or stacked. But your app is already utilizing fragments and compose for multi-pane layout. There is no need to convert your architecture. Okay, Let me show you an example of how to configure XML for activity embedding. Let's say that activity B appears by call from the activity A. If we want the activity B to appear at the right side of activity A, you can just define the relationship between two activities in the XML as shown in the slide. With this simple declaration, the two activities will be shown in stack state on folded Galaxy Z fold and side by side on unfolded Galaxy Z fold. I believe this is simpler than using multi-pane layout with fragments. So please take a look at activity embedding with JPEG Window Manager library, make your app optimized for large screen. Finally, I want to emphasize again that the key to improving the foldable user experience is the synergy between capabilities of the device and apps. For capabilities of the device, Samsung and Google will keep collaborating to provide the best platform for the foldable devices. And we look forward to app developers providing unoptimized foldable user experience, fully utilizing the platform. So this is the end of my talk. There is no Q&A, but if you have some further questions, please drop by